Hi there, it's Catrin from 3Ps. Welcome to the gym. This is a companion video to the video I've done on how to create an energetic and focused state to start your workout. This one is how to create a relaxed state at the end of your workout. Now, why is that important? It's important because when you walk out of the gym, you are in a catabolic state, so your body is in breakdown and you've got a lot of stress hormones in your body, and if you want to build muscle, you need to get yourself back into an anabolic state as quickly as possible. You need to get rid of particularly cortisol from your body, and the way that you do that is through relaxation. Now, I will do a separate series of videos here about how you create a hyper-relaxed state, because I'm also a registered hypnotherapist. But this video is about how you can create a particular technique to relax quickly, to get the relaxed state in your body without having to go through a sort of deep relaxation. So what can you do? So what I'm going to talk to you about is something called anchoring. Now, anchoring is how you create a particular gesture, physical gesture. So for example, touching two fingers, and what that does is it automatically triggers in your body a particular emotion you want. So you can choose which emotions to trigger with which anchors. So you may think this sounds like the most bizarre idea at all, surely your emotions come from your circumstances. Well, I would say to you that's not true. Your emotions don't come from your circumstances. Your emotions are a choice, and you can decide how you react to certain circumstances, and you can decide whether you feel an emotion or move on from an emotion, and whether you create the state you want or are landed with the state that you've reactively created. And if you look at a lot of the problems people have around things like addiction, that is because people are trying to change their emotional state. They're doing it by giving themselves something. They're either drinking something, injecting something, smoking something. So in essence, I think most people do believe that you can change your emotional state, but they believe the only way to do that is to do something to their body, when I'm here to say that's not true. And actually what you can do with your emotions in terms of creating anchors is a much healthier way to create a state you want. Now, this video is about how to create a relaxed state, which, as I said, is something very important at the end of a routine. If you've been lifting heavy weights to muscle build, it's also obviously very useful in other parts of your life to be able to calm down when you need to. So what I'm going to teach you now, you can use in all parts of your life. Okay, so in order to get this working for you, you need probably 10 minutes a day for the next week. Somewhere quiet to do this. I'm going to show you the technique now, and you just practice it for a week, and I promise you at the end of that week, then you will simply be able to trigger your anchor, which might be two fingers together, and you will feel relaxed. So I'm going to show you first of all what my anchor is for relaxation. My anchor is my thumb and my second finger, and when I put those together, I immediately take a breath, and that is not me trying to take a breath, that is automatic, because it comes with a relaxed state, and I just literally do that. And again, I can just feel my body relaxing. So I have a number of anchors. I have an anchor for focus and energy, which is this one. I don't really want to be going through pressing all of my anchors and confusing myself, but if I did it, these two fingers together will be energetic, and those two are relaxation. So I use those quite a lot. So how do you create the anchor? Well, first of all, what you've got to do is get yourself into a situation where you feel the desired state you want. So you feel very relaxed. You then use your gesture at the same time as you feel in that peak of that state, and then you relax and you release your gesture. And what you're doing is you're trying to link the gesture with your emotion, and believe it or not, you'll get to the point where just doing the gesture will create the emotion. Now, if you don't believe me, I have told this story in the other video on anchors, but I'll tell this story again, which is, this is about the science behind why anchors work, and it's to do with a scientist called Pavlov, who took some dogs, and these dogs, as any animal does, salivates when they see food, and that's a reflex. So it's something which they can't control. But he believed that you could create something external, something separate, which would also trigger that reflex. And he wanted to test it with dogs. So what he did was he took a set of dogs, and when he fed them, as well as giving them food, he rang a bell. So when they got their food, they would salivate, and they would also hear the bell. And he continued to work with them, and he got to the point with these dogs that he could actually just ring the bell, and that would be enough to make them salivate. Now, logic may say, well, that doesn't work because salivation is an instinctive response. Well, the bottom line is it does work. So actually the way our brains work is we can translate some sort of trigger into creation of a particular state, and we can alter our states with some sort of trigger. As I said, a lot of people do believe that because they apply stimuli to themselves all the time. So alcohol, caffeine, sugar, drugs, antidepressants. All these things are about changing our state. Now what anchors do is they do that in a way that is much more sustainable, because it's about not applying anything to yourself. It's simply about being able to conjure up the states you want. So now I'm going to take you through how you create the anchor. You need to be somewhere quiet. Either you can be sitting or standing, but you need to be relaxed, so probably not too much noise around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to think back to a time in your recent memory when you were very relaxed, when you felt very relaxed. Now probably the sensible thing to do at this stage is just to close your eyes. I'm not hypnotising you, I'm simply asking you to concentrate on my voice and what I'm telling you. So I want you to concentrate on thinking back, and I'll close my eyes too, thinking back to a time in the recent past when you felt very, very relaxed. So scan your memory, think of time. It could be first thing in the morning, it could be because you had a line on a Sunday morning, it could be because you've just been for a really long run and you feel great, it could be because you went to see a really good movie and you're driving back and you feel great. Whatever it may be, think back in your memory to something which made you feel very relaxed. Now once you've got something in your mind, I want you to picture that scene, picture what it was, how you felt, what you heard, what you saw in that situation. And you're going to have a picture in your mind of that. Now that picture, I want you to make it bigger in your mind. So if you can see it in your mind, for example, 3 inches wide, make it 4 inches wide. So just try and expand the size of it in your mind. And also if it looks, normal colours, try and increase the intensity of the colours, almost like putting it through Technicolor. So just increase the intensity of the image and make it bigger and make it brighter, okay? And you're going to keep intensifying this image. Now, while you're looking at this image, I want you to hear what you hear, and I want you to smell what you smell, and I want you to feel what you feel. So the sense of relaxation that comes from that image, as you make that image bigger and more intense, I want you to feel that relaxation more deeply right now, more deeply right now. As you feel more relaxed, you're thinking about that image, you're inside that image, you can feel the luxurious feelings of relaxation that came with that event. You can feel how relaxed you felt, how deeply, deeply relaxed. Now I want you to try and intensify those feelings. So while you're looking at that image, while you're hearing what you hear, while you're feeling what you feel, I want you to increase the intensity of that feeling so that in your body you feel super, super relaxed. Now keep increasing the intensity, keep increasing the intensity. As you feel yourself get to almost the maximum relaxation you could possibly get to, I want you to touch your thumb and your index finger together. Just touch them together and just drink in that feeling of relaxation. Try and hold on to it for as long as you possibly can. And then as it starts to wax and wane, as it becomes less, just release the anchor and open your eyes. Now, I feel very relaxed now. Hopefully you do too. What you've done is you have associated your thumb and your forefinger with that feeling of relaxation. Now we're going to do it one more time. And again, we're going to use the same image, because I'm not looking to try and confuse you. I'm just trying to take one image that you enjoy as being relaxed and use that to create your physical and emotional state, which we're going to anchor. So again, just close your eyes, go back into that image, so conjure up that scene again, whatever the scene is for you. Go into that image, make it bigger. So if it was 3 inches, now make it 6 inches. If it was a normal colour, make it double Technicolor now. Make it really, really intense. Really, really relaxed. Hear what you hear, see what you see, feel what you feel, and increase that feeling, being more relaxed, deep and deep and deep into relaxation. Feel more relaxed, feel super relaxed. Just drink that feeling and feeling so good, isn't it? It's so relaxed, and that fantastic feeling of feeling the most relaxed you've ever felt. As you come towards an absolute peak of relaxation, touch your thumb and forefinger again together. Keep those fingers together. Feel that feeling being relaxed. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And then as it starts to decrease, just release your anchor and open your eyes. Now that's all there is to it. You're going to do that twice every day for the next week. And I promise you, by the end of the week, you'll be able to do what I can do, which is to touch those 2 middle fingers and get a feeling immediately of relaxation. Really powerful technique. Really good for the end of a workout, really good for lasting at night, really good before you've got a job interview, a driving test, an exam, anything else. It floods your body with the right hormones, takes cortisol out of your body. It's really fantastic relaxation technique. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't seen the other video, there's another video on here that uses that anchor technique for energy and focus. Have a look at that one as well. Obviously you don't want to use the same anchor for each one, so I have My thumb and my second finger is for relaxation. My thumb and my third finger I use for energy relaxation. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please give me a rating, a thumb. Please share with anybody you know you think needs to be relaxed a bit more. Please subscribe. It would be lovely to have you. This channel is all about technical fitness, goal setting, mindset, resilience, diet, and I'm a coach. I'm a personal trainer, hypnotherapist, master practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming, and I'm just here to help. I'm just very, very happy to share my skills. I hope I can help. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.